Hey friends, how many of you have ever run out of gas? Yeah, me too. And you know that moment where you're coasting towards the nearest exit, trying to convince yourself that you can totally make it? Well, today I want to talk about a different kind of running on empty and the surprising fuel source that God designed your brain to run on. Here's what I learned that changed everything for me. Our brains actually run on joy, not happiness, joy. It's literally the fuel that keeps our relational brain functioning. And here's the beautiful part God wired us this way on purpose. The neuroscience tells us that our brains scan our surroundings 12 times per second looking for one thing: someone who is happy to see us. That's what joy is. It's what we feel in our bodies when we can tell that someone is delighted that we are here. And before anyone else, God is delighted in you. In Numbers 6, it says that the Lord makes his face shine upon you. And Psalm 16 says that there's abundance of joy within his face. God is shining his face on you. He sees you and he loves you and he wants to be with you. But here's the problem. Most of us are running on empty. And when our joy tank is low, even the good things, creating healthy habits, trying to pray, trying to read our Bible, trying to grow in new ways, they just don't work. It's like trying to drive your car with no gas. But there's a simple practice that fills up our joy tank. It's called the gratitude practice. And it's how we train our brains to find those God-given joys in our lives more easily. Because the negative things in our lives can be like Velcro and the positive like Teflon. We need to find a way to make joy stick. Here's how it works. Think of a memory that brings you feelings of joy. Any time in your life where you experienced a moment of joy. It could be a big thing like getting married or the birth of a child, but it can also be the small, simple things like a nice, warm cup of coffee. Think of one and give it a short title so you can remember it. Then this is the important part. Twice a day, sit in that memory for 2 or 3 minutes, not thinking about it, but reliving it, like you soak in a hot tub. Make it visceral. What were you feeling, smelling, hearing? And can you notice that God was there with you, enjoying that moment with you, giving it to you because he was? And then moving forward, start making a list of these moments. It might take you a bit, but once you start seeing them, it becomes easier. Then each day you can look at the list and choose a moment to sit in, a moment to soak in that hot tub with God. And here's what happens. When you're consistent with this, your joy capacity grows. Not overnight, but it grows, just like building a muscle. At first, it might seem awkward, but stick with it. Give it 2 or 3 weeks and you will notice the difference. You will have reserves that you didn't have before. This practice won't change your circumstances, but it can change the way that you see them. It arms you to face the hard things from a place of fullness instead of empty, because joy doesn't remove our pain, but it gives us the strength to endure it. This isn't just a brain hack. This is an invitation. God wants to meet with you in these joyful moments and in your hard ones. He's already there, his face shining, delighted that you are his. You have the full attention of the God of the universe. So start today, make your list, practice twice a day, be consistent, and watch what God does. Because he created you with joy, and he smiled. You can find this and other resources, including an online parenting course, at my website at tracyzserdin.com.